Stadium in downtown Minneapolis.
Today we've got what's always a hard-hitting battle in the NFC North, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Madison. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
And a pretty quick burst there as he get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another carry now for Madison.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 43.
A 1st down throw for Cousins.
This goes out wide from Madison.
And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 right at the 20. They'll go Madison up the middle. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Cousins.
This is Alexander Madison out of the backfield with it.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Here's Cousins. Toward the pylon, caught. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Maybe a free play here. Cousins. Akers. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Now a 1st down throw, Fields. That is caught by Herbert.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Fields on 1st down. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
They'll run. This is Khalil Herbert. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Out to his left.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. From the 32-yard line now, here's second down at 7. This one caught by Osborne, right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Throwing is Cousins. He lets one go deep for Addison. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Cousins throwing quickly out for Jefferson. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Again, it's Cousins. Loose inside the 30. They'll have the first down and more than that. Touchdown, Vikings. Jordan Addison, 56 yards. And the Vikings are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've been outplayed early, no question, down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. And not a whole lot there, maybe a yard to the 27. Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Fields now to throw. Forced out to his left. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Herbert. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. From the 50, here's Fields. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
Cousins, and a throw here caught by Addison. Now inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings! Jordan Addison. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Vikings are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. The first do no harm. Right now they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Fields. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. On 4th down, Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down, and they come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. So, an entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Throwing again is Fields. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And the Vikings are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Now Cousins. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over in that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, they run with Madison.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that'll keep this a 22-point game.
Here we go.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DJ Moore. 47 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings are able to add on to their first half lead. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own. And you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8. I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Second down, they go back to Herbert. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Fields. And that is incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
20, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Khalil Herbert, 48 yards. And the Bears get a bit closer. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Santos with the extra point, and that will cut the lead down to 15. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter Trenton Gill to kick it away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at the 20. He starts with a give to Akers. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. To throw, Cousins. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. T.J. Edwards. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
As I was watching the play unfold, my eyes immediately went to the referee because I wanted to see, was he going to put those 2 hands over his head and that universal signal for a safety? But it's at the 1-yard line. You know you're playing with fire when you get sacked that close to the goal line.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Another carry for Herbert on 2nd down. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 144 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On first down, Fields. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second down and a yard. Herbert powering up the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Here's Fields. That's complete to his running back, Herbert. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Fields going to hurry his guys to the line. From the 40 now on second down. Fields being chased out left. And this one too low.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Off play action, Fields. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Here's Fields. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Foreman will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Matt Eberflus going to keep his offense on the field. They're going for 2. Fields trying to throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the drive for 2. Well, after the touchdown, here's the punter, Trenton Gill, to kick it away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work it. Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. On first down, it's Fields. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Steps away to his left. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
So far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Buying time to his left. Looking deep here for Mooney. Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are going to take over at their own 41. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spent in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. This is caught at the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon, and they're able to add on to their advantage.
Teams always want to send messages. I think that was quite a statement there to start the third quarter.
Yeah, less than a minute in. Already that quick, long strike. They are setting the tone for the second half. Now Cousins going to bring his guys up for the 2-point try. They'll try and throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions results.
Fields hit, and the ball is loose. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
3rd and 2, Fields. Dropping this underneath with Herbert. And he will have the Bears first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. Now a first down throw, Fields. And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw is Fields. Forced out to his left. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And quickly, they get to the line. Fields on first down. He'll buy some time right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Dancing to his left.
And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the 1st down.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On the move to his left. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Fields now to throw.
Rolling to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Justin Fields
Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Bears have cut it back within a score.
They'll try and run it here. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
For most people, the excitement of the kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder in the ball carrier, and down he goes.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Play action now. Cousins. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. Back near the goal line. Cousins.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield.
And got his man complete. A big play there for Minnesota. 48 yards.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's a give to Madison running right.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throw caught there by Osborne.
And he's taken down inside the 30. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Running from the shotgun with Madison.
And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, You'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they can't bring him down. And what a return. Great field position all the way out to the 48 there.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. Back to throw, Fields. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's a give to Herbert. Give him 5 yards on the run there, but it'll leave him with a definite third and long on the horizon. Play action. It's Fields. Being chased, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
They'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears tried it on fourth down, unable to convert. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Big stop on the turnover on downs to get the football back, and now it's just all about salting this one away.
Yeah, just slowly bleed the clock away. Clock's definitely on your side. And, you know, when we talk about analytics in the game, what is this one? The advanced win metrics? Because if you take care of the football here, bleed the clock down, with about 95% chance of winning.
I'd say 95 or better. And I know you always say it, every coach does. It's just protecting the football at this point.
Yeah, knowing that the defensive guys, they're coming after the ball more than they are the person. They want to knock it free.
From the red zone now, Cousins. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be second down. On the handoff, it's Madison. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Madison diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
He's going to look deep for more. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Fields again.
Eluding the pressure right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. On 1st down, Fields
Steps away.
the improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And they're going to speed things up here. On play action, Fields
Flushed out right.
This will be caught downfield by Moore. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. Now it's Fields.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bears. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Now he's loose down the left sideline. Inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings.
Cam Akers
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And
That's
the
fucking
Vikings
funny,
have
dude.
pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Joseph connects on the extra point,
And the lead is up to 18 now.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Madison running left. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. From the 5, 2nd and 4. Going to run with Madison again.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Alexander Madison with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Joseph on for the extra point.
And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball-hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Open man is Osborne. And now look at this, big gain but a fumble. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game.
And now look at this, big gain but a fumble.
Partner, I really don't have words for that one. It's not often you see a completed pass lose that kind of yardage.
And now this is either a fake or their coach is delusional or both here. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And they will remain well behind. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Madison. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.